and go from that. I don't know, sometimes that's the best way. Um, so, what I will be talking about is something that changed my life. I'm gonna say 5 years ago. 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Well, all right. Let me start off from the very, very, very beginning. Actually, let's do that. I ain't gonna tell you my age. I ain't gonna tell you my age, but this well, I'm gonna say I was blessed when I was 19. And I took that blessing for granted. You gotta know your blessings. You gotta know your blessings. Definitely all natural. How you doing? All natural. Yep, absolutely. Thank you, King. Appreciate that. I was blessed. I was introduced to the financial market when I was 19. This lady I ran across, and she been mentoring me for a long time about the financial world, and what she was doing is she was explaining to me how the things that we was taught in school wasn't going to pay off in the future. Okay, I was 19 then, and the decision I made at that time, I'm like, I hear you, but this is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the exact opposite of what you tell me to do, because I want to see for myself. You know, some of us, we gotta go through it. We have to feel the pain before we wake up. Obviously, I was one of them people. So she gave me game. She gave me the blueprint when I was 19 of the financial world. I didn't listen. I'm like, whatever. I don't know nobody doing this, so I'm gonna do what the 97% of the population is doing. I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna save, I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna become wealthy. You know, I'm gonna save. I know how to save. I always, you know, when I was 16, I was a big saver. I didn't spend a lot. I'm not a big spender all the time. So I was like, I'm good. I can just save my way to being wealthy. You know, we was taught you can just save yourself, you'll be wealthy. Come to find out, years later, she was right. She was right. You can't save your way to wealth. Okay? So if you think you can put money in a bank account from your job and save your way to wealth, it's not gonna happen. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do is I was sitting in my son's seat. That's funny. Don't tell nobody. So she told me some books to read. Personal development is huge. Again, I ignored that. I ignored that fact. The personal development fact was gonna be huge and gonna play a role in my life today. I'm a part of this personal development group. Been a part of this group for about 5 to 6 months. And I have grown from being a part of this group. It's 21 days of growth. It's a community. It's what we go by as Trade Nation. Okay, we're a community of investors who hold each other accountable. And not only are we holding each other accountable, we are helping each other grow on a spiritual level, on a mental level, on a physical level, and financially. With this team of investors, what we're doing is we helping 100 people become full-time investors. This year, 100 people become full-time investors. It's August 31st. No, it's August 30th, excuse me. August 30th. The next 30 days, we're going to have 100 full-time investors. What we do is, so I understood the lady. Let me get back to the story. So I'm not going to call her name because I'm just ain't going to call her name. So what she told me about this guy named Robert Kiyosaki. Well, he's the best-selling author in finance. Okay? In New York and everything. Here's one of his newest books. Still reading on him, Robert Kiyosaki. It's the Conspiracy of the Rich. The book that we talked about back when I was younger was Rich Dad Poor Dad. Same guy wrote the same book. And what he did is he came up with a cash flow quadrant. Okay? And what that consists of is how money is made today. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So, we got, let me see something real quick. I got a Zoom going on too, you guys, on Facebook. So I'm live on Facebook, and I actually got a Zoom as well. What's up, Cook? At the same time. So, all right, let's see. All right, so I'm gonna get back to cash flow quadrant while this thinking over here. All right, so the cash flow quadrant. What we have is we have the employee, which is 95% of the population. What the employee side does is we exchange 95% of the population exchange our time to get for money. So we exchange the time for money, for currency. Okay? Keep that in mind. Currency. That's huge. That's big. Keep that word in mind. Currency. So we exchange our time for currency. Huge. Huge, 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 huge. Alright, then we have our self-employed population, which is hold on, you know what? I think I did that wrong. Give me 1 second. Yep, I should. Let me see. I think I did that wrong. I'm going off of memory, so hold on. I'll be on point in just a moment. As soon as I get this. Just thinking, y'all. I just want to make sure I got the right numbers for you guys. Hey, I know some of y'all know these numbers. Y'all know these numbers. Drop them in the chat. I know some of y'all know these numbers. It's thinking. So we got the self-employed population. What they do, they get paid. They make good money. But they don't have their money working for them. Okay, so they don't have time to enjoy their money that they make. Okay, they don't have no time to enjoy their life and also their money that they work so hard to get and establish. Okay, then we also have our business owners. What they do, they have systems working for them, and they leverage other people's time. So they feel that they can get a lot of people doing a little bit of work. Okay, so business owners, they have systems in place that work for them. Then we also have our investor side. Our investors, they figure out the game. Okay, they figure out this money game. The cash flow thing. They figure it out. They hire their money. They hire their money to work for them. Investors. They hire their money. Hear me now. These investors, they hire their money to work for them. Yes, you can hire your money to work for you. Not only can you hire it, you can multiply it. You can grow your money. They said money don't grow on trees, but let me tell you this. What is paper? What is paper? Come from trees, right? So therefore, money do grow on trees. Money do grow on trees. Okay. So the investors just proved it. Numbers don't lie. Let me tell you, numbers don't lie. So what I did is I recently decided, I said, I'm going to do a study. I'm going to do some type of calculation, some type of evaluations of what 3% of the population doing to make 95% of the income that the mass of the population working only bringing in 3% of income. Now, what is the difference? What is the difference between the left side and the right side of this quadrant? What are the difference? What are these two people doing? What are they doing? So in order to get something, you have to do your research. You have to read about it. I read my books. Not only do I read, I love technology. You got to love technology today, because you can ask Google anything you want. I'm like, yo, Google. Real talk. I'm like, yo, Google. What is Robert Kiyosaki? What do he know that I don't know? How is he able to be wealthy and I'm not? What is he doing that I'm not doing? What did he know that I don't know? What is going on? So I researched YouTube. Did Will Smith. I Googled Will Smith. I got his story. Oprah. I did. Who else? Some other. Steve Jobs. It's a funny story about him. I Googled Steve Jobs. Who else? Some Damon Dash. Some successful people. And let me tell y'all something. Success leaves clues. These successful people, they leave clues. Success leaves clues. Read their books. Understand their mindset. The biggest difference was their mindset. That's the biggest difference. The mindset. We was taught that we go to school, get a good education, get a degree. And once you get, even as business management, going to school, college for business management, getting your degree, you still come out with a degree and you still go back and you work for somebody. Why are you working for somebody when you got a business, you have a business degree? That I never understood. You went to school, you got your business degree, but you still working for somebody. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Why are you still working for somebody when you got a business degree? I gotta charge my phone, y'all. My phone finna die. So okay. So with that being said, what is it's the mindset. It's the mindset. The mindset. Yo, everything you learn, you have to be willing to change. Unlearn what you know. Reset your mind. I might shake up some people today. I might change. I might make you feel uncomfortable. But understand, that's when the breakthrough happens. When you get uncomfortable. We so used to being comfortable on this side of the tracks that we fear to be uncomfortable. We don't know. The unknowing, we fear the unknowing. We cannot fear the unknowing. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Don't set up traps for yourself on your journey. Just because you've seen somebody else do it this way and you've seen these outcomes happen this way, so in your mind you already have a pre-notation of what's going to happen and what you feel that may happen. Don't set up barriers for yourself. Don't set up. You don't need. Let me tell you, you don't need to set up barriers for yourself, because in life there's already barriers set up for you. You already got barriers set up for you. So do not go creating other barriers for you. Don't create barriers for yourself, because it's already something that you don't need your help in doing that. Okay. Okay. So yeah, my Trade Nation, we show people how to become full-time investors. We learn